Well, I had about a 5-minute speech, but the whole thing went out the window just now because she said everything I was going to say. I can just throw this away. It's going to be about a 30-second speech now. But yeah, actually, there's not much to say. She covered it all. My family ties to USC go way back. My dad threw the discus with a former Olympic gold medalist Ken Carpenter back in the 1930s. And years later, he built the first weight room. And I got to skip the next 3 paragraphs. Here we go. Finally found something she didn't say. Okay, around 2013, following the track banquet, Joe Antunovich and I walked over to the track offices to meet with new coach Carol Smith-Gilbert. We were disgusted to find that the locker rooms were in such bad shape that the athletes weren't even showering. And the coaches had cramped offices, and all the amazing national championship trophies and other awards piled in boxes, as there were no place to display the Trojan troves of USC track and field history. I mean, they were just in boxes. I don't need a teleprompter, I have this. As we walked back to our car, discussing what we had learned, Joe came up with an idea of building a Hall of Fame in the location of the small storage shed in the southwest corner of the track. It's doubled as a team meeting space where the athletes would even huddle on the floor. They didn't even give them chairs. So I said, Joe, you're nuts. How can you build a building on this little teeny plot of land? And I really thought he was nuts. A few weeks later, Joe came up with a sketch similar to what you see today. He's a genius. And anyway, he transformed the space also under the stands into new locker rooms and lounges for the men and women's teams. Gene and I were sold on the idea, and we provided the lead gift. Joe Antunovich provided all the architectural services. Rada and Parker Kennedy, another track teammate of ours, funded the locker rooms and lounges. With lots of persistence and with the administration often times wishing we would go away, and that's true, the funds were raised. The new facility will not only honor the latest USC track and field student athletes and coaches, but will go back over 100 years to the beginning of USC track and field and recognize all USC track and field letter winners. Thank you very much now, and I would like to introduce my teammate and good friend, Joe Antunovich.